we're back with Unforgettable Conversations, episode 12. We're so close to ending the season. One more episode to go.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so I'll tell you, if you stab a camel, will it leak water?
I think blood.
Right?
Blood?
Yeah.
I mean, because all the water's supposed to be on the hump of the back of the camel, but I'm thinking you just give it a nice little poke, boom, it'll spring a leak.
How do we know that a camel, all of the organs don't get displaced up to the back, and the water is actually on the stomach?
Yeah, I actually don't know where the anatomy of the camel is. Did you know cows have 4 stomachs? I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have 4 stomachs.
Why do they need 4 stomachs?
Because menudo.
What?
What?
Also, are nipples udders?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so too.
But not the
Wait,
male
are you
one.
talking about ours or the cows?
Well, okay, first off, if we're comparing ourselves to the cows, we'd be bulls because we're all men.
We would be bulls.
What'd you say?
I said we would be bulls.
Oh, I heard something else. Anyways, so the
did you
cows
hear?
would, I don't even want to repeat it. The cows would be the females. So there's that.
So you're calling females cows?
Dude.
Dude.
But we respect all the women in the world.
Yeah,
so
you call them cows.
move on from this.
All right, let's go into
Don't
we're
mind
gonna
me.
do answer some more questions, but we're gonna do somewhat of a speed round. But we can dive into any good questions that we have. So starting it off with,
Taking my be real.
can men ever know what a woman want?
We went
What?
from talking about camels to that?
Well, we went from cows to
It's a
this.
speed round. It's a speed round.
round.
Get on with it.
Come on.
Bad
Look,
transition
You're,
because
you're making things worse. All right, can men ever know what a woman wants?
Look,
No,
Cow.
the answer is
Cow.
no.
The answer,
listen, in the Bible, if you see, so I want to change the question. Can I change the question?
fine, change the
I'm
question.
gonna change the question. Okay. So instead of do men, what was the question?
You were gonna change it.
I know I want to change it, but I want
Wait,
to know what the
say the
original
question
question. What's the
again.
original question?
Okay. Can men ever know what women want?
I want to change it to have
want
men.
like in general or like specific
general.
situations?
In general.
I want to change it to have men ever known what women want.
Have men ever?
No.
You.
Jesus was a man, and so Jesus did want, or Jesus did know what the woman wanted
At the well?
at the well.
Okay, but Jesus was an
A
anomaly.
man, but he was a man
Okay,
nonetheless.
today's man.
No,
Just no. Okay. No. Yes or no?
Honestly, no, because women are so confusing sometimes. Like,
can you say women like as in like little girls?
what?
Well, no.
I just
because
mean
it's
like a
little girl.
father knowing what his daughter wants. You know,
If she's a woman of age,
so
yes.
she has to be a woman.
The question says woman, not little girls.
But do you think girls will be women?
At,
Yes.
at the age of
Well,
15.
duh.
So then,
Or if they change their mind.
well, let's not go into that.
Let's not jump into that. Tim,
Speed round. Speed round.
yes or no?
I think it depends. Depends on the lady. You know, some ladies are.
It doesn't matter about the lady. It's about the man if he knows or not.
Well, the thing is, like, if a lady just, tells the person what they want, then it's very easy.
But do they ever
Women-
really tell
women
them
need
what
to-
they
yeah.
want?
The way you said it too.
I mean,
So adamant.
a girl will ask for flowers, but she wants the flowers in a certain way, you know?
This is true. You know,
It's very true.
I think if.
Sometimes it's not just flowers that they ask for,
Yeah, sometimes they wanted roses, not just flowers.
or tulips.
Yeah.
He's all Brittany.
Brittany.
Okay, next question. Do men actually gossip more than women?
No.
I think we talk smack.
We
more than
talk
women.
smack.
This is
but then-
gossip,
but
guys.
then if you think
do not
about it,
include me.
if you think about it, gossip for women is talking smack.
Nah, they do
I
it
feel like
different.
they spread rumors more.
Mm.
I think that's different
Can we
than
ask that
talking.
question? Can we ask that question? Do
What-
men
what
spread
question?
more rumors than women?
No.
Okay, are rumors negative or can they be positive?
Who
I
would
feel
want
like they
to?
could be both.
They could be both.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Can I get an example of a positive rumor?
I love spreading positivity.
Yeah, it's actually 6 feet tall. But
I don't want to be that tall. No, actually, that you keep spreading that. Tell people.
You know what?
Let them know.
Now that we're talking about this, I like I like to hear people's like chisme, but only for 2 reasons, and Danny knows this.
Yeah.
Oh,
For 2 reasons. One, if it's not true, I like to correct it. Like if someone comes, like if Nate, for example, comes up to me and says, "Hey, Danny is working," like he starts, Danny's working at a bar or something like that, right? And I'm like, "No, he's not."
Allegedly.
And I say, "No, he's not." Like obviously that's a lie.
Is it a good
so
rumor
I'm
or
able
bad?
to correct what
Is it a lie or is it rumor?
it's a rumor. Well, it's a lie.
Technically,
It's
Well,
chisme.
rumors could be true,
are
right?
a lot.
Okay, true, but
So
it's,
can they?
it's a lie.
What if it was more like Danny just quit his job?
Wait,
And
I
might
thought rumors
be-
were only lies.
Might be
No, rumors
considering becoming a bartender.
Okay. Yes.
true or false?
That could be a rumor.
My example though, like, is if what Nate is saying is a lie, and I know it's a lie because I was just talking
shut
to
it
Danny.
down right there.
I can shut it down right there.
Shut
and
her
there.
down.
So that
The
way it
other
doesn't
reason,
get
I'm not gonna
spread.
lie, I forgot what the other reason was, but I'll let you know if I come.
You enjoyed it.
You said I got two reasons why.
You just gave one. All right. I would say, yeah,
It's to spread it. It's to spread it. That's the second one. It's to spread it.
that men don't.
What was
What?
the question again?
What was that question?
For the
Alright.
gossip.
What was the reason? What was the
I
second
like to
reason?
be informed.
But do you
You the
gossip?
cheese morsel.
Oh no, not at all.
No. Okay. So do you?
Do I gossip
Yeah.
about what?
Yes. Do you gossip?
There's your answer.
Okay, there you go.
There's your
They
answer.
gossip.
No, I said I don't gossip.
We were gossiping what?
I said about what?
I like how he's like
We were
incriminating
just
you.
gossiping like a week ago.
Don't let him know.
Not on the
Turn off
podcast.
this
Not on the
mic.
podcast.
Respect the rules, dude.
Oh man. Okay. Should we kiss with open or closed eyes?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say open or closed mouth. Yeah, you thought the same thing. You sicko.
You too.
That's different.
How's it different?
One hole.
Oh. All right.
Anyways,
Closed eyes for sure. Open eyes.
yeah,
is
open
super
eyes would be weird. Like think of me.
What if it's more intimate?
sicko?
What if it's more intimate?
Nate,
No, that's still weird.
let's try to reenact.
No. All right. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having
I'm
me.
out.
And that podcast was sponsored by.
Revive community.
Tim, what do you think? Open or closed eyes?
I don't know. I
It
think
can't be open,
closed.
dude. It can't be open.
They can't be
Think
open.
of how
What if it's
awkward
more
that'd be.
intimate? What if she says it's more intimate when I see you
Think of that.
kiss me?
Think of that.
No, but like intimate, not like
But
if you're
that's
gonna
also- that's also
eat a
a di-
burger.
That's intimate.
Keeping your eyes open is a
That's intimate to
defensive
me.
tactic.
Crumbs at Red Robin.
Defensive tactic.
Yeah. So keeping your eyes open is a defensive tactic. You need to make sure that what's in front of you is in front of you.
I think when you're intimate, you can't have that defensive presence.
That's true.
Well, why are you kissing people you can't trust?
What do you think is gonna happen to you?
Well, I think he's
That-
talking.
no,
he's
that-
talking
that's
about
like
like
the
just
general
around.
question.
Like
The
he's talking like
question,
surrounding.
the better question is, what has happened to you?
No.
No.
What's with the
can't kiss
do
it
rag,
because
man?
then
What's with the
boom.
do rag?
You got hurt too many times. I had to flip the wheel.
All right, next question then.
Speed round.
Speed round. Should men and women have different roles in a relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Next question.
We didn't have to go into that one.
We don't have to go into it. Is it okay to keep secrets from your partner?
You know what? I heard.
Yes.
Yeah. I heard. So I used to think no. Right? Like no, never. That's that's your partner. Never. Nothing. Now, yes.
Do you have a partner?
No.
I say yes, like if it's something that would hurt them, but like
The truth hurts sometimes.
The truth will set you free.
Danny, I need to tell you something.
I just think there's some.
We're
people
not
that-
together,
but we're together.
but we're together.
There are some things that people, for their betterment, for their sanity, it's better that they don't know.
That's true.
It's hard to find examples, but like
A crazy person.
it's hard to give an example and like justify it, but there's times when you just can't tell that person anything because if you do, they'll lose their mind.
I could think of
you
an
know,
they won't
example,
be able to
give an
function.
example, too.
but that person would get hurt.
Okay, for example,
Okay, I could say an example, and then you know who I'm talking about.
go
Go ahead.
I have an example too.
So someone I know like has been through a lot, like
Yeah.
relationship wise.
They'll be on the podcast.
Yeah, next week. But like there was times where I would hear something that person said about my friend, and I just knew like there's no need to tell this person because I know like it's not going to benefit them in any way, and it's not going to help them. So what's the point in telling them if it's just going to add on to what they've already been through, you know? So like when they asked me about it, like, oh, did this person say this about me? I was just like, I didn't hear anything.
That's a good example. Another reason or another good example would be, let's say, and I'm going to say Danny because Danny, you know, I know Danny. You know, Danny's out at work or something like that, and he has to work his 9 to 5 or whatever. And around
overtime, there was overtime that day.
Okay, there's overtime, and he's working, and there's, you know, let's say during lunch, I find out something about.
I wasn't at work.
Unfortunately, I found something about his car. Right, his car was stolen, or something traumatic. Right, you know, God forbid, a family member. I would need to be able to withhold that information until a better time. You know, I can tell him where.
You kidding me, dude? I can get out of work early. You're gonna hold that information from me?
I think
or maybe when you're driving. Let's say you're driving really far.
I think I know what you're saying.
And you need to keep your sanity until like you're not.
I'm taking a test.
In a dangerous
taking
spot.
a test or something.
No,
Yeah,
like
you don't need
let's
that
say
added
you're operating a crane at like a skyscraper or something
Yeah.
like that.
You're at the gun range.
And you're at the gun range, and you don't want to know that your entire family died in a car crash or something like that.
So are the rest of these people? That's what I'm saying. Like you don't want to.
I guess, yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
could depend on exactly what the situation is.
You don't want to cause
I don't
that.
know why I was thinking about like small stuff. I was over here thinking like I got a paper cut and I started bleeding, and like let's say the other person, my partner, is like squeamish about paper cuts and even listening to it can have her
Stuff like
pass
that
out or
too,
something
yeah.
like that.
That's
I was
my
thinking
example.
bigger.
Well, yeah. I like the big picture idea.
I like Nate's example. I
Yeah,
think
that
Nate's
was a good
example is really
example,
good. So
It was good.
it has to be justified. It has to be. It has to be a good reason behind it. If there's any bad intention, all right. And if you're lying, that's a sin, and you don't deserve that.
You're
person.
going home.
Okay, next question is: are long distance relationships worth it?
Depends.
Next question. Next question.
I'll answer it.
Next question.
I'm sorry. Thank you for joining us.
I'll answer it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that one.
Never heard that noise.
Someone else printed this out. I don't know what that was. I didn't.
You just hit all 9 buttons.
No, you're all like. Shut the mouth.
You're just hitting them again.
No.
And we're back.
That's a good one.
That's an L question in there.
No. We can answer it. Oh my god.
Okay, answer it. Answer it.
Because I'm not the only one that's been in a long distance, and I know that for a fact.
You been in a
No.
Danny?
Okay, whatever.
He's not counting me.
So
Is that counting you?
yeah, I think they are worth it. Like
Have I been in a long
fun.
distance?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tim, who are you counting?
Never mind. So look, I think yes. What was the question exactly? Are long distance relationships worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even want to ask.
They're normal relationships. They just have a couple. Every relationship has difficulties. What's the difference of long distance relationship? It's just that another difficulty. And I think
like I feel like it's not
it's like
easy, but if
It's-
the person's worth it, you'll make it work.
it's like this. This is a good analogy. I don't know why my brain is on fire today.
Yeah. Speed run.
You're running a race, right? You run
It's a far race. It's a long race.
You run 1 mile, and you finish that 1 mile. It's worth it, right?
Yeah.
You feel good. If it's a 25-mile race,
It's a marathon,
It's a
man, but it's
marathon.
still a race.
you feel even better. Next question. I'm holding my demeanor.
I
These guys
get it.
can't do it.
I agree. I agree. It's still a race, you know?
Look at that, Nate.
Stop making eye contact.
Yeah. He's all looking for a new question. He's like, that was the last question.
The rest of the questions are on long distance.
Oh, man.
He's panicking right now.
Should robots have faces?
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Oh my gosh! What kind of question?
No, I don't think so.
It was
I don't
it's
think they
right
should.
next to
Cause
What is that picture?
I don't know. The producer gave it to me. Oh my
You're the producer.
Okay, so
Okay.
should robots have faces?
Like Siri,
What's your definition of a robot?
AI.
Siri,
Can you use it in a sentence?
Alexa or Siri.
I could see them with the face. Why not?
But wait, a cute face?
Is that
I
the
feel
question?
like
That is the
I
question.
feel like it depends on how advanced they are. If you're thinking like iRobot, yeah, because then they can have emotions. But if you're
A
thinking
face gives you emotions.
face,
A face gives you emotions.
yes.
The face itself gives you emotions.
No.
That's true. Actually, yeah, I was.
I know
confused at
some
first.
old men or old people that do not have emotions, but they have a face. You better
That's
believe me,
true.
they have a face.
So yes or no?
What was the question?
Should robots have faces?
Should they? No. Can they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
That's
I agree
like-
with
I
you.
think it's
It
like
makes it more realistic, which is not. It's
I
a
think
non-necessity.
That's what people are afraid of. They don't want robots to be too real. There's some people are scared of technology as it is.
Should robots be able to vote?
No.
That's where I draw
No.
the line.
No, I don't think so. No,
Why not? Why are you gatekeeping?
because
Can your vacuum vote?
You got
you don't
two.
see Siri voting anywhere
You got two Roombas.
No, but she's
that
smart.
we know of.
She's smarter than you.
No, I tried.
Also true.
and your do rag.
All right. Why are all these questions?
Dude, they went.
Should
like,
robots have face?
Should robot have
It's like
face?
the most random one because the next one is should dating between coworkers be allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim and Pam.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Jim and Pam.
They got married and have 2 kids.
Had.
Had.
They're not together anymore.
What? Wait.
Yep.
Wait, not had, because, I mean, they never did have.
They actually never did. It's a fictional show. Sorry,
Okay.
man.
Next question: should people date a partner much older than themselves?
No. Because then the
How-
other person
like,
is
it
dating
depen-
someone
yeah.
that's much younger.
Should they? They can. Should they?
What?
It's the same question.
Just repeat
Deja
it.
vu.
Deja vu. No, they shouldn't. No,
They shouldn't. Or they,
they
should.
shouldn't. How dare they?
He said, should they? They should.
Should they? Should they? They can. Should they?
No.
No.
Honestly, I don't recommend it, but they can if they want to.
They can do whatever they want. But wait,
Yeah, that's
not
their
much
life.
older. I think 10 years is...
Yeah, and also
Far
like
too
I
old.
feel like it also depends on what state of their life is. Like, if it's a 36-year-old and a 50-year-old, sure. If it's a 36-year-old and a 14-year-old, nah, man, don't do that.
Well,
Well,
That's what I'm
we're
saying.
talking
Like,
about that, but
well,
18 years old and 36.
you know what I
yeah,
mean.
okay.
He
So,
shouldn't be going
maybe,
to prom.
Maybe
with
like a
person
5-year
that could be his mom.
difference after 18 years old.
Where do you guys draw the line? I'm just curious.
right there.
Like, give me your minimum age and your max age. I mean,
5-year difference.
Okay.
You don't answer the
Max.
question.
Max.
Okay.
Every time we talk about like, oh, this girl, this guy's the first to answer the question. You don't answer the question. You're married.
Mine, it's a 1-year difference.
Okay.
What about you, Denny?
I think how old am I?
He's like 15 years is
I,
good.
I feel like as you get older, the gap becomes wider.
You look your
Before?
max. Your max can be like more than your min.
I say 50 for
Oh,
me. but-
max. So max is like higher, like
Yes.
older than you, and then
Yeah.
you're
Like older than your mom.
So older. Honestly, I wouldn't want them older than me.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a number.
4.
Okay, 4. So
4
you're
years
23.
younger than you.
You're 24.
Oh no, not years. Wait, what'd you want the number for?
What do you mean 4 then?
He just asked for a number. I just gave him a number.
I meant years. How much?
Oh, years? No.
Like no, like,
Like
At the
if she
moment, like
was 20
right now, me right now.
And you were 24.
How old do you need?
Oh, what?
Nate, don't answer.
why did you hesitate?
How old are you? Nate?
20.
She'd have to be like, you're 20?
Yeah.
She'd have to be 21. I can't handle this guy.
You base it off of him.
And you wouldn't take a year older.
Not at this stage.
I would date older.
Would I?
A
I'm trying to think
25-year-old?
I'm tryring to think who.
Well, you're comparing
to
it
think
to
of
people
a-
that
Don't
you
think
know.
who.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
don't have to do
That's the
that.
thing.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
What about you, Nate?
25.
This guy's too
Honestly,
complicated.
I'm 20 right now, so maybe the max I'd go.
45.
25.
You took a little long. I felt like you were counting and you just got to 45.
Honestly, like 24 or 25.
Okay.
So like
And then-
Danny.
I mean, I can't go lower than 18.
I would say
Wait, hold on.
Wait, no. I wouldn't
Hold
go
on.
lower than 18.
This guy said he can't like he wanted.
Not in this state.
He's like, I can't, man.
not in the U.S. at least.
Oh, man. He's like, I can't go past 18.
I would say no lower or less than 20. No higher, and I'm 23 right now, so no higher than maybe 27.
Yeah, I think 2-3 years younger right now. Because I know some like 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, girls
Ooh, I got a
that are
question.
actually like
Sure.
pretty mature. Like, I know some. Honestly, I don't know. I think maybe it's just a me thing. A year, maybe tops, older than me.
I have a phenomenal question.
I just can't think
Follow
of
up.
But go ahead.
Ask it.
Do you want to pass away first or your significant other?
Oh, no.
I don't
Be
think
the-
anybody wants to pass away
After.
first.
I'm going after.
After.
Oh,
I have a deal with my wife.
what?
She has to die first.
That's the deal?
Yeah.
What if
You're
you're,
going to kill her or what?
If I have to.
Dude, one of the rules is don't incriminate yourself.
What?
It's one of the rules.
What? Oh, God.
You're like, what?
This guy incriminated
This guy.
No, you messed up. I
You
messed up.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're going to be on the podcast.
To have to die first. Yeah, probably I would feel better knowing that I died after than knowing that I died first because she'd have to, you know,
Yeah, she'd have to
You
carry
get-
on.
She'd have to carry
That
on
would
without
suck.
you, so that would suck. Like,
Think about the life insurance money. Don't you want that?
That's what
do you
you're
think she
thinking
would
about?
want that?
See, I would want to die after just so, like, when I make it to heaven, I could just be I win.
I win.
Boom. Easy.
Here,
Is that all it
you're
is?
a
to you,
cruel
Nate?
man.
That I know. If that's all,
That's the goal.
that's the goal.
Yeah, man.
Like, what if it's 1 year after you get married?
I take dubs, all right?
I only win.
All I do is win, win, win.
I don't lose.
Don't lose. I'm the first one there.
So yeah,
Yeah, I'd die after.
After.
Yeah.
Yeah, after.
I thought you said first.
the
All of a
After.
sudden.
Oh,
this is interesting though. The deal that you made, is there like a prize? Or
Yeah.
There has to be something.
life insurance. No,
Life insurance.
Wait, for what?
Here's
no,
a question.
It kind of goes back towards like what Danny was saying, where just who could probably handle it a little bit better.
Here's a question. Okay. Unless, did you have something for him first?
Yeah. So you said the thing about making it to heaven. What if she makes it to heaven but you don't?
Idiot.
He was the first one to get to hell, though.
So who wins? What if you both don't make it to heaven? Who really wins?
Well, technically,
Neither of
when
us.
you die, you don't go to heaven right away.
You're in purgatory.
That's biblical. You don't go to heaven right away. It's not until the rapture. And then, you know.
Yeah, so you guys both.
So you're
get
both
to the
waiting.
finish
You're
line.
waiting.
You're just waiting,
dude.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Did you not? Like, I always heard like people like, oh, he's in a better place. Like, yeah, I guess, but he's not in heaven.
Yeah, he's
You
not
know?
getting taxed anymore.
Yeah, like, yeah, he's in a better place.
That's where you're going with it.
I mean, yeah,
It
he
is
doesn't
true
have to
because
get
doesn't the
up at
Bible
6
say
a.m.
like upon like that day that happens, the bodies or the souls from the oceans will be lifted up, and the souls from the earth shall be lifted up as well.
The ocean.
Are you
Dude,
paraphrasing?
imagine how many
Like, all the
bodies
people that
there
died
are
are-
like
You're
in the
paraphrasing,
ocean.
right?
No, it's
Exactly that word for word.
Well, how many people have died in oceans?
Oh, okay. Okay, I
Pirates.
get what you mean.
The flood?
Yeah, pirates.
We just talked
Vikings,
about this.
The flood.
The Great Flood.
Amelia Earhart.
Hold up.
She's alive with two
all the
people.
people who died in the flood.
Probably.
All the people that died in the flood, are they going to heaven?
What flood?
They're going to be judged.
I don't think so.
They're going to be
flood?
judged first.
What flood?
You know what?
What flood are you talking about?
The Great Flood?
The Great Flood.
The great,
The Great Flood?
Noah,
Oh, okay.
What
I didn't
flood?
know you were going all the way back there.
Hurricane. No, never mind.
Don't say
Anyways,
Dude.
do you think? Do you think
Don't
they're going to
spill
go to heaven? I'm not going to spill.
that.
I think he said a good answer. They'll be judged individually.
Yeah.
99% of them, probably not. But
Yeah, I mean,
1%?
if
You know,
God had
that's
to
such an-
wipe out the entire earth, they probably didn't do good enough.
That's such an easy easy way to get out of a question.
What if he
Like-
already judged them?
Like if I ask you a question about anything, you say like, I think that's God's choice.
That is an easy way.
It's an easy way. Like if
Another easy way is just walk away without saying.
Ask me another question and I'll answer it like that.
yeah, ask him a question.
You're not gonna like it. Is dancing a real sport?
That's up to that's up to God.
Is it? Is it Tim?
It's up to God.
It's up to God.
See, I
God's
honestly
decision.
don't think so because like for cheerleaders,
He took it
like
personal, dude.
for cheerleaders,
Who hurt you?
like in high school, they'd be like, "Oh, like what we do is a sport." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Well,
like,
what do
sorry.
you consider a sport? Because if you consider a sport a competition between two different teams, you could technically consider
that's
that.
true though.
And
Yeah.
if they're like,
I guess I was just a hater, honestly.
Hot dog eating contest.
That's a sport.
That's a sport.
Anything can be a sport.
I respect
Truly,
that sport,
Nathan's hot dogs.
Yeah, you should start a hot dog company.
dude. I
Too
should
late.
go ahead and name hot dogs.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
no buns.
you should.
What?
Anyways, look,
No, what?
hold on. Let me just ask what I was about to ask.
What did you just say?
What if the hot dog's a bun?
It's fine.
It's up to God.
I don't even remember what I was gonna ask.
I don't know either.
Oh, like we said a couple podcasts ago, coupons that can be a sport.
They have a show about that.
Really?
Do they really?
Yeah.
Wow, they're really
There's
running out of ideas, huh?
There's coupon moms out there that like they're kind of like sports mom.
Remember
or
I-
soccer moms.
Remember I talked about that? I want to be that coupon guy
That's what I'm saying.
that saves
I thought you wanted
thousands
to be
of dollars.
the handcrafted guy that has like a workshop in his garage.
I want to be that guy too. But I'll
Can't
fund
be
that.
both.
Can't
by
be-
You have to be
saving
either
money.
or.
No.
Coupons or
Coupons.
handcrafting.
I can fund my
No, that's-
handcrafting
No,
with all the money I save from coupons.
but it's all
True.
like cheap stuff from Harbor Freight. So
okay.
you're not really gonna be doing a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff, good crafting.
Mhm. You'll be
Plus, he
talking to
saves
them.
up a lot.
You'd be the worst craftsman, but the best couponer.
It's up to God. It's up to God. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, we're gonna end it there because I don't want to talk to you guys anymore.
It's up to
Tim
God.
made it awkward.
I didn't make it. I was willing to answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
I want your wait, no. I want your guys' answers.
What?
The long distance is long distance worth it?
I don't know why I look at Nate and it's just like,
I used to be a believer.
He's already married.
yeah, I lost money on that.
Well, clearly not.
Pearl and Richard. That's a
Pearl
good
and
example.
Rich,
Pearl-
Mike and Ruth.
That's not long distance.
You don't think so? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Not at all.
That's one.
What's your
drive.
definition of long distance?
State.
How
Texas.
long? A state?
State or like
What about like Rhode Island and New York?
I say
Like, bro,
500
California,
miles?
Texas.
500 miles.
500 miles?
California to Texas.
That's like from LA to San Francisco.
What about if time can be a race?
Okay, what? That's not the question.
The question is, can a long distance relationship work? I think the best way was the way that Tim,
Is it worth it?
Oh, is it worth?
Was
it?
that the
That was
question?
your question.
No,
It's scarred
I think
me,
so,
so
yeah.
I think
know.
that was the question.
I think if the
You
person's
changed the
worth it,
question.
yeah.
no. It was. Can it work? Wasn't it?
It was
Check
kind
the
of-
question. Where's
Check
the question? I think he's,
threw it away?
he's changing the
Threw
question.
it away because I got mad. It's not the question.
We look at all the papers. The question's not even on there. Like, you
can
just brought it up.
Okay, that's a better question. Can it work?
Can it work? Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Yes, it can. Dude, where are you getting these papers from?
They're all on the ground. Why'd you throw them on the ground?
Because he was mad.
Okay, whatever. The question, is it worth it?
What do you think, Nate?
It can be.
Can it work?
Is it worth it?
Is it
Both.
worth it?
Answer both.
If the person's worth it, and I believe it can work.
It better be worth it if the person's worth it.
Well,
I
why
think
are-
it can
Why are
work,
you
but-
dating in the first place if the person's not worth it?
I ask him that all the time. I'm like, well,
When have you
hold
ever asked me that question?
No, like I tell you guys all the time, like, why are you gonna date if you're not wanting to marry the person?
Shake my hand.
True.
Not,
Honestly, I've
not
never
necessarily,
heard, yeah.
not necessarily you, but the other guys.
You're
Oh.
leaving it
I've
on
said
the
it,
hang,
dude.
dude.
I've said it. I've said it to all the
Honestly,
guys.
you might have.
I've said
yeah.
it to all.
He's just leaving
Alright,
you there.
You're gonna dab them up.
Why are you dating if
If you're not trying to marry the person,
That's true.
that's smart.
So
I mean, it's possible to lose feelings.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying like if you're already going in with that intent, like she might not be the one. Why are you gonna give it a shot?
That's very true.
So I think it can work if you make it work, and kind of piggybacking off of what Tim said. It's its own problem that you have to deal with.
It's like a marathon.
Yeah,
It's like a mile is a mile. A marathon is a marathon.
yeah.
Which one would you rather complete?
A mile.
I guess.
Danny's like, why am I running in the
am I gonna
first
run?
place?
Why are you walking into? You set that
The
up.
finish
perfectly,
line
dude.
is exactly the same.
No, but you feel more accomplished.
So it
if you
can
do
be a
mi-
sport.
do the
Yes.
marathon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go date long distance for the feeling of it,
for the sport of it.
for the sport of it.
The sport. Is that all it is to you?
Yeah, Joe. Is that all?
I don't know, Tim.
Me.
Oh man.
All right.
Wait. Who's had the and it's definitely not me. Who's had the most significant others? And I mean like girlfriends or boyfriends.
Why you looking at
I'm looking
me?
at both of you because I don't know. Not me.
I'm one.
Technically, I'm only one.
Why technically? You don't have to throw that in there. And it's obviously more.
Yeah.
It's one.
Yeah, because if we're going not by
No, 'cause,
technicality,
like,
let's go not by technicality then.
Just for the sake of conversation.
okay,
He's
what,
all fine.
what do you consider a relationship?
I mean,
Like, how long?
multiple dates.
Wait. Okay.
Right?
Okay, but like high school wise,
Yeah, that counts.
High school counts.
Yeah.
like they're. Let me see.
This is true.
Actually, no,
yeah.
because what you would consider is someone that that you want to marry, right?
Because it's,
okay, no,
it's
but
different
that's
than
not everybody's
'Cause, like,
definitions.
Yeah, because as
there's people
as
that,
I was,
like you talk
like,
to
younger,
girls, you know.
Yeah, like there was
talk to
girls
them.
where
Yeah, so
I
then it would
like
be different for
I
each
asked
person.
them like, "Hey, you want to be my
You'd be
girlfriend?"
talking
But
back and
like
forth.
it would only last like a week. So like, can you consider that a girlfriend or no?
No, because you were talking. I
See,
mean,
if,
like,
if we're
But
going,
like,
see,
I,
that,
he
I had,
asked why.
yeah, I had asked her already.
the heck was
your
that,
time.
dude?
sorry.
Damn.
What the heck was that, bro? I got scared.
I just started
I was like, oh, is that the trumpets or what was
growling,
that, man?
dude.
It's like, is it?
Sorry, Tim, I didn't mean to anger you.
Like, where's Stella, man? Where's Stella?
That did kind of sound like so.
I think it depends on. There's multiple factors, right? If one, because you can't say what Joel said, like, why are you dating if you're married? Because everyone's definition of dating is different. I think it would be multiple dates and the intention of like dating. Like if it's like both people know like, oh, this is just a fling, that doesn't count. But if your intention
But
is
what
like,
if they
date.
both intendedly want to do it like a fling?
that's not a date. That's
A fling.
So
But what if it's an ongoing fling? Like what if it's like they're friends but they know what they're doing?
not
Sort of
dating.
thing.
I think dating is
I
like
don't
I said,
think so.
multiple dates. That's dating. Dates.
Well, what's your definition of a date?
Two people by themselves, or I mean, in our case, a
So what?
chaperone.
Okay, so say
Here-
say they
oh,
go on
okay, I
dates.
was-
Say
I was
say
gonna
they go
say,
on
like-
dates, but they don't. Say they date without the label.
Well, a definition of a date would be like, technically, a date is like if you and I want to go to Rolling Pin and
Don't
get
do
donuts.
that. Don't do that.
Okay, you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
two
yeah.
individuals that want to go somewhere,
Rolling
they meet
Pins
up,
is a donut place.
and they're communicating, they're with each other,
Fire.
having fun.
Do they have to be there by themselves?
No, in our case,
Yeah,
Your church chaperone.
and stuff like that. But like,
double date. There's other people involved,
also
but
true.
You trying to double date?
Who? Danny? Who?
I'm right here.
You trying to double date? You lost your opportunity. You lost it.
I'm okay with that.
All right, Danny. How about you ask the donut question?
This is a
donut
phenomenal
question?
question.
Which one?
The phenomenon.
Good, dude.
Phenomenon.
I thought you had a.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenon.
What's the question?
The donut hole.
Oh,
Why is it called a donut?
why? Well, how does the question go?
Okay, so why is it called a donut? Yeah, I think, and I'll give my answer afterwards, but why is it called a donut if the donut has the hole? Shouldn't it be called a donut hole?
Oh, I remember the question. Okay, so if the donut You know the donut holes? Like you get them at a donut shop. Why are they called donut holes if they're donut balls?
That's literally what he just said.
But he phrased it a little better.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yes.
I blacked out, dude.
So adding on to that, shouldn't the donut, what we call a donut, be considered a donut hole because that has the hole? And the donut hole, the ball, should be called a donut.
I don't think anybody should eat donuts
I think it was so
Why?
realistically
because it says it in its
basic.
name. It says do not.
Well, no, think about it like this. I
Oh.
think the
Says,
answer, the answer.
He said, I don't think anyone should eat donuts because it says do not. It says do not.
And this is
Spelled
why
it
we don't
wrong.
like dealing with Danny.
Oh, okay.
Danny's logic is everywhere.
It made sense. It would have made sense if
No.
it spelled like that. It would have made sense.
Yeah, but it's not.
The answer to your question about the donut hole, it's too like of a cliche to be able to say the actual donut is a donut hole because it has a hole in it versus the donut holes being just a ball. So they swapped it.
Did you get what he said?
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I think, like I said, I think donut holes should be considered donuts, and donuts should be considered donut holes because they have.
They have the hole.
That is just true.
I think humans are incredibly inefficient
Yes.
with their language, with
I
their
concur.
actions. Think about English vocabulary. I mean, we all kind of know Spanish. You guys know Spanish
I
much
thought he
more.
was gonna say we all kind of know English. Like I hope we do.
Right.
We've been
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is
Monday.
English compared to Spanish.
La
Spanish is
biblioteca?
much more efficient. Am I wrong?
Spanish is what?
Spanish is much more efficient.
Well, they
Like-
categorize things
To a
with
certain
masculine or feminine.
Yes.
If you think of like syllables and like wasting breath, English wastes a lot more. Now, you can argue that because there's more length and there's more to say in the English language, you can be more specific.
True.
When you speak Spanish, you're kind of almost generalizing a little bit sometimes.
Right.
Think of Mandarin. You know, they say like really quick, but even their symbols mean like 4 different things.
Yeah.
Isn't there like 50 or I don't know how many, but isn't there like a bunch of different like
Characters.
what? No.
Characters.
Like languages of
Oh.
like the Indian like descent?
Like dialects?
Yeah.
Alex?
There's like a bunch of different ones, right?
Well, there's
Yeah.
dialects
Of-
in,
of what?
in
Of,
Spanish as well.
Even
Yeah,
Spanish
what?
has
Oh,
different
is it really?
dialects.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Because
That-
think about the Spanish that you learn in school. It's
There's
not actually like
Mixteco.
it's not like Mexican Spanish.
It's
Yeah.
Spaniard.
It's Spaniard.
Spanish.
It's from Spain.
So yeah.
So
But
But
my-
then there's like accents, then there's dialects, and then there's technically like separate languages from Mexico too, because technically the Mayans speak they call it a dialect, but it's not really a dialect. It's more like its own
Slang.
language. Its own language.
What would you
Slang
consider
would be entirely different.
Mixteco.
isn't that slang?
Isn't what's Mixteco?
I don't know. I just
It's
hear people talking about
Mixteco.
it all
You've
the
never heard
Isn't
of
that-
Mixteco? The apartments next to the church, they all speak Mixteco.
It's like a
This is not a
dialect?
generalization.
It's
They
a di-
literally
it's
all.
a- it's a- probably a dialect of
Is
Spanish.
it just like
That's what I
deeper
was thinking.
Mexico? No way, right? Like it's like a different part.
Mixteco.
It's like a different
yeah?
country.
It probably
don't
has
know.
to be.
It's Oxnard, Mexico.
Mixteco.
Yeah, it's like
That
it's,
might have been racist.
it's the way that they
I think
speak.
it's like. I think it's like. I feel like it's like a slang
Because-
language.
it could be.
Well, no, because my
It's
mom,
probably a dialect of it.
my
of
mom
Spanish.
sometimes she'll have to, not have to, but like she deals with people that speak Mixteco, and that's a whole different like translator that they bring
Yeah,
in.
I mean,
So
Yeah, it's like a very heavy dialect versus
it's a
an accent.
dialect.
It might just
That's
have to be
dialect.
like deeper in Mexico.
It's a dialect. It's like a different version of Spanish.
That's true.
But yeah, English is very inefficient. Humans, Americans, very inefficient.
yes.
If
Don't
you
know.
could choose to speak any language, like you know how our main language is English, what other language? would you choose?
German.
I think they traveled the world recently.
hmm
Oh,
which
yeah.
which language is like would you consider efficient and like sound beautiful? I guess you could say.
Italian sounded nice. Greek sounded.
Oh, is there a difference between
Greek-
Italian and French?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In Italian, you
two-
say
they're
grazie
two
for
different
thank you.
countries.
It's
Two
yeah,
different countries.
I don't know, man.
It's okay.
Dude,
I've never traveled there. I guess this is a safe space. I guess
it's a safe space. Don't worry.
There are no stupid questions. That was pretty close.
What about those stupid questions?
Yeah, that was pretty close, though.
Yeah, Italian and French, they're two different languages, two different countries.
So pretty much there's like there's
Actually,
a country
no.
here.
You know what? A lot of like